Divya. My name is Shania. I am an intern counselor in this company ABC. And basically today's session will be monitored by my supervisor. So I just want to ask you a question. Have you been to counseling before?
No.
So this is your first
Yeah.
time. Alright, so my role as a counselor, okay, counseling is basically a process whereby I am here to listen to your problems and to support you in your decisions, as well as anything that you tell me in here will be kept confidential and not leaked to anywhere. So what I'm gonna like clarify with you is that the number of sessions depends on how long it takes for us to solve your problem. The length is 45 minutes maximum per session, and the timing, the cost will be $50 to $90, and it will be paid outside. So if you have any financial issues or whatsoever, there are some schemes that I can recommend to you later on. Um, the last thing is if you were to hurt yourself, hurt the others, break the law whatsoever, I have every right to call the correct authorities to inform them about it. So is there any questions?
No.
Alright, can you please just sign the form? Okay. Thank you for coming down. I know about your busy schedule. So I'm just gonna start off by saying, how are you feeling? Are you okay?
Yeah, today's pretty fine.
Okay, so what is the reason why you have come to counseling?
So basically it's like me and my husband, we are actually I want to adopt a child because me and my husband, we actually tried many ways to actually have a child, but because it's like we tried for so long yet we didn't manage to have one, so I'm thinking of I should adopt a child.
Okay. Um, Let me start off by saying you've said that you've actually tried many ways. So what made you suddenly give up and take adoption as an option?
Because it's like, as I said, I tried my way, so actually we spent quite a lot of money on trying to have a child, but all just didn't work, so we gave just adopting a child.
Okay, so how do you think your husband and your family feel about this? Like, what do you think from their point of view? Do they feel about you saying about adoption and all?
So basically, it's like my husband, it's like which is my in-laws. They are like they don't really agree to this the decision that I make lah. So they don't think that adopting is a good is should they don't think that I should adopt a child.
Okay. So, like you've said before, your husband and his family don't really like support you in your decision. What about your family, your own family? Do they say anything whatsoever?
Um, they did not say much about it. Like they did not disagree to the decision that I made.
So they are kind of like relying on you and trusting you in your own decisions. Alright. So what do you feel are the consequences of adopting to your life? Like what will happen to like what are the consequences on you? Do you think will happen?
I think that like I'll have a happy family like the one that I wish to have.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So what is the reason for your persistence? Like you've tried other methods and all, so why suddenly, no, why are you like so hung up on adopting? Um, is there a specific reason why adoption and not any other?
Um, cause it's like I don't want to spend any more money on trying to have another my own child. I just think that it's okay to adopt.
Okay. So are you like with that being said, are you open to like other ways that your husband and his family like what they suggest to you? Is that are you open to the idea?
I'm not very sure.
Not really. Okay. So I'm just gonna summarize everything. Basically, you have tried every way with your husband to get your own child, but to like no success. So you've actually came up with adoption, but this has caused you to fight with your husband and like because he wants a birth child and his family isn't happy either. So can I ask what is your specific goal? Like you've mentioned that you want a happy family with a child. So is that your specific goal that you're achieving to?
Yeah, I wish to like yeah have a happy family and
Mm.
also like yeah having a child lah.
Okay. So, how, because of this, how do you feel, or what do you feel are actually some of the ways that you can try to convince your husband and his family towards accepting the idea of adoption?
Like maybe I can actually show them some like other people who actually also adopt a child and also
Mm-hmm.
having a happy family also like
Mm-hmm.
it's not very important to have like your own child like after all the purpose of having a child is not like passing down generation just that I like children so like I just want to have a
Mm-hmm,
child.
mm-hmm. I get
Yeah.
what you mean. So, there's actually another way actually. So, which among all the ways that you feel will actually convince them more? So, like you said before about convincing them and showing them about other families. Has it occurred to you to also like bring them down to adoption centers to show them the list of children who are being left there? So, like, do you feel like it would help in any way?
Yeah, I think it's a better way to help
Mm-hmm.
as well.
So, with that being said, what are actually the chances of what do you feel is the chances of you succeeding in like convincing them?
I think around 40%.
40% and 60% not.
Yeah.
Okay, so because of the 40%, there is still a chance. There's no such thing as impossible. But how long do you think it would actually take for you to convince them? Is there like um yeah every like how the period maybe like months or weeks or
Maybe take quite a few months lah.
so you're willing to wait that long and
Yeah.
help in convincing them so that you can get your goal up.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good idea. So right now it's actually the last 5 minutes of our session. So I'm just gonna run through everything again. Just a reminder that you tried everything basically to try to get a child, and your last option currently is adoption, but you don't have the support of your husband and the family, which is one main important point. So since you want to have a happy relationship and still have a child at the same time, you wish to have like try to get them to you try to convince them. So with that being said, do you feel that there are any barriers that will stop you from like convincing them?
Uh, like my in-laws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they will be like they will not agree with it.
So mostly unwillingness.
Yeah.
How about with your husband? Is there anything you feel that would happen to the relationship if you continue to try and like convince him?
Uh, I'm not very sure about that.
Alright. With that being said, knowing that your husband and his family and your family being just like means like step back about it, trusting you. Is there anybody else that is helping you currently that you can support? Like who is showing you support in your decision and trusting you?
Um, like my own family side. Yeah.
That's a good thing. Okay, so with that being said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how effective do you think this counseling session has been in terms of like showing you a path to reach your conclusion?
I think around 6.
That's a good rating. I'll try to do better in the next few sessions. So I'll meet you in 2 weeks from now, same time, same place. And for next week, we will actually be recalling and going through back what we've done today, just as a brief recap. And then we'll also discuss your progress of trying to convince your family about your decision, and then we'll carry on from there. So, is there any other questions that you want to ask? Alright, so I'll see you 2 weeks from now.
Okay. Thank you.